Hi guys, good to be back with you again for another video of teacher episodes. It's Sandra here with you. Today's topic is promotion versus retention. Should students be retained in a grade level if they have not mastered the content, or should they be socially promoted, moving on to the next grade level without mastering the content? Now, it's that time of year where teachers are faced with the dilemma of deciding, well, actually not only teachers, both teachers and parents are faced with the dilemma. Parents, you're wondering, should I allow my child or should I follow the recommendation of the school to retain my child or to socially promote my child? And teachers, you're faced with similar, the same dilemma. Should that child be retained or socially promoted? Now, personally, I'm not advocating either. I believe that if a child is retained, it is very damaging to their self-esteem. And likewise, if a child is socially promoted, passed on to the next grade level, and not academically equipped to be successful in that grade level, then we're again setting them up for academic failure and lowered self-esteem. So, the ideal suggestion would be to, once that student or once a student enters the classroom, have that child pre-assessed. And based on the data from that pre-assessment in whichever content area, that child is going to be benefiting from instruction that is tailored to meet their need. So, will everyone in the classroom be learning the very same material at the very same time, at the very same pacing? No. My recommendation is to tailor the lesson so just about, it's differentiated. The lesson is differentiated to accommodate those learners that are at different levels. Now, differentiation, it's not as simple as it sounds. The process can be very challenging for teachers because now you're teaching a class body size of maybe 20 students and you're trying to tailor to their different needs daily. So that in itself presents a challenge. So we're now at the end of the school year where grades are being finalized. Promotion and retention, excuse me, promotion and retention recommendations are being conducted, and the decision has to be made. So, if a student has failed that school year academically, since I do not advocate for retention nor social promotion, then the question is, what should happen? Now, what I believe should happen is taking advantage of the next 2 months, and that would be the period of summer. Now, with the coronavirus still in our midst, I would suspect that summer school will also be conducted digitally. So even with digital learning as a summer program, I believe that learning can be conducted effectively. So here is what the summer school learning would have to look like. The purpose would be to engage that student in learning only the fundamental concepts, core concepts that they're going to need to be able to be prepared to learn in the next grade level. So once those core concepts have been identified, those 2 months of summer school must be structured so students are able to work in small group settings with teachers who have possibly benefited from some professional learning in terms of how to deliver these fundamental concepts within those very short 2 months. Now, these students must be immersed in these core concepts. These students must also be engaged in lessons that help them to practice discipline and organization, those core skills that will be so beneficial in helping them to be successful the next school year. So, If the student masters the summer program, then definitely they should be promoted. And of course, by then, if they've mastered the content, it will not be social promoting, but they'll be promoted based on academic merit. So that would be my recommendation for you teachers and parents. Whether you have to, in terms of deciding whether a child should be socially promoted or retained in the current grade level. Again, thanks for joining me for a teacher episode. This is Sandra Lawrence again. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the bell notification button for notification of any future videos. Thank you so much and stay safe.